I know you to be difficult because you are combative for no reason. You sit in the passenger seat and you constantly reach for the steering wheel. Even in situations to where I'm not putting the car or us at risk, just because it's your natural instinct to be superwoman, as you seen your mother grow up to be. And that's what I mean by being destructive to the relationship, because it's only so many times I'm gonna let you reach for my steering wheel before I just park the car, get the fuck out, and catch Uber to somewhere else.
Just give me a fucking guideline, a fucking roadmap or something to calm me down. You're making me fucking have anxiety because I'm...
Let me explain how this works. You're having anxiety because for about the past 50 years, you all jumped in Esau's car, the white man, and decided to go on this journey with him without us. Left us standing out on the side of the road. Okay. Yeah. Well, while you were in Esau's car, along with his kids and everybody else, Esau knows your nature. He knows that you are extremely chaotic in nature. And so what Esau did in order to ensure a safe trip was that he started giving you all a bunch of cookies, candy, Kool-Aid, soda, coloring books, and shit like that, to keep y'all's asses, you know, quiet and calm, so to speak, so that he can focus on driving and less focused on trying to keep y'all's asses under control. Y'all follow what I'm saying? All right. Until recently, the ride was somewhat okay. I mean, it had a few bumps in the road and, you know, a few accidents here and there, but the ride was somewhat joyful. Well, as we approached last Friday, as Esau was driving, something happened. The hand on the meter was on E, and Friday the light came on. And Esau was like, oh shit, we need to figure out something to do to increase gas mileage, the efficiency of this car and everything. So what they did, they came up with an idea. We're gonna start throwing a lot of shit out the window and out the trunk and out of the back seat, everything that we consider now dead weight that's no longer beneficial for us to have in here. Well, y'all were one of the ones that got kicked out, okay? And so then once they kicked y'all's asses out, they drove on up the road hoping to make it to a gas station in order to fill up again, because this didn't seem to be important over the course of that journey. Well, after they kicked y'all's asses out in the middle of nowhere, y'all was out there, you know, stanking and this, that, and the other. And, you know, this didn't happen to all of y'all, but the majority of you. You know, you're out there by yourself, dehydrated, scared as fuck, crying. Some of you, you know, suicide over. Some of them, unfortunately for you, actually committed suicide after you got put out. Well, now let's rewind and go back to when you kicked our ass, when you jumped in Esau's car and left our asses standing out there. Because we were in, you know, no man's land when Esau pulled up and said, hey, come on, jump on in with us and everything. The only thing is he can't come with you. And so you jumped in there and took off and left us out there. Well, a lot of us didn't make it as a result of that, all right? But those of us that did pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps. Eventually, we got a ride and everything. You know, the Most High had mercy on us and sent some Edomites by to pick us up and took us into the next town. Well, when we got into the next town and everything, we were able to secure employment and, you know, find a place to stay and this, that, and the other. And before long, we secured our own vehicles, all right? And then we started meeting like-minded, you know, women like us. There was a few black women among that group that got left out there like that. But for the most part, it was usually women of other races. But anyway, you know, life went on. So did that journey. Okay, well, as time progressed and everything, and Esau had to pull over on the side of the road because the gas light had came on. It was on E, and kicked a lot of y'all's asses out of there, whole lot of y'all, and took off and left y'all out there. Well, you start seeing cars approaching and everything, and you jumping out in front of them and hey, and all that. And niggas that was driving these cars, they knew who you were and they knew what had happened. The majority of them just fucked that and kept on going. Because it took a lot of fucking time, effort, resources, blood, sweat, and tears for those brothers over the past 50 years across a couple generations to get in a position where they actually had their own car. And when they did, you know, they were so happy because they were the only ones in there. No stress, no drama, no chaos, no nothing. A lot of these brothers drove past and left y'all's asses out there. Well, a few actually did stop to pick y'all up. And when they did, and you got in their cars, the rules were simple. You're gonna sit your ass over there in the passenger seat as a passenger. I'm gonna drive this car because before I even considered picking you up, there was already a predetermined destination already set. Okay, so you sit your ass over there in the passenger seat, shut the fuck up. I'm driving this car. I know where it's going. That's all that matters. Here's your little bit of Kool-Aid, a coloring book, some crayons. Be quiet. Well, as you know, the car progressed and everything, y'all started having anxiety attacks. Let's find out why.
To having to manage my own life. It's hard for me as a woman that has had no choice but to lead myself to just be like, okay, I'm just gonna ride in this passenger seat. Hold on, nigga, where are you going? Because you didn't tell.
No, the problem was you were so used to riding with Esau and you were so used to the brand of Kool-Aid and candy and cookies and everything that he gave you to keep your ass quiet. Now, when you done jumped in this brother's car, he told you the terms of the conditions of you being in there as a quiet passenger. So when he gave you, you know, some cookies and candy and Kool-Aid and all that shit, you had a problem with the brand, the name brand. You wanted the name brand shit. All right? See, you got in there and tried to compare him to the shit that the white man was giving you, trying to make him, shame him and make him feel like he had to compete with the white man in order for you to give the same submissiveness and obedience and compliance. No, fuck that. That's not how this shit work. Why? Because see, when this brother picked your ass up, you had no other options. So you're not in a position to get in there and say nothing. You should be very fortunate that brother decided to stop and pick your ass up and take you along for the journey. Because what you fail to realize is before he even considered doing that, there was already a predetermined destination that had nothing to do with you. Do you get this? It had nothing to do with you. All he's doing is just taking you to the next town or the next city to drop your ass off. You don't even understand that. And see, that's where all this anxiety and all this other shit's coming into play, because see, you thought you was gonna get in that brother's car, and because he looked like you, that you were gonna be able to disrespect him because he didn't give you the name brand shit that the white man gave you that you used to. That's not how shit work, baby girl. I'm telling you right now. And a lot of you that were fortunate enough to get picked up, soon you get ready to get dropped off so that brother can reach his destination that was already predetermined before he even picked you up. So what you want doesn't matter. There is no we. We. Who the fuck is we? Where the hell you get that shit from? Are you talking about Nintendo we? Or are you French or Creole? Are you from New Orleans or somewhere? We. What the fuck is we? There is no we. You are a passenger, nothing more. See, you forfeited, being in this struggle together when you left us out on the side of the road and jumped in the car with Esau, the white man. You don't have that status that you once had with us anymore, because now we know how you operate. But there are some among us, and I'm not one of them, that will extend enough mercy to you to at least get you to the next town so you can figure out what you're gonna do. but there's a faction among that, myself is included. Leave your ass out there to figure it all out. Because see, while you was with Esau, you got this notion that you was strong and independent and you didn't need us because you were riding with them. Now that they done put your ass out, hey, anybody that'll stop, you'll jump in there because you're hot, you're tired, your feet hurt, you stink, you don't know what to do, you have no sense of direction. Oh God, I just don't want to go on anymore. So you're getting in the cars with these brothers and reaching over and trying to grab the wheel and everything and cause that shit to crash for no other reason because you don't have any clue, have a clue or any idea where that brother's going because he didn't tell you, because it's not important for you to know. It really isn't, because you no longer have that status you once had. So anything goes now. Anything goes now. That's how it is for turncoats and sellouts and people like that right there. Anything goes down. Oh well. I mean, you know, I hope you enjoyed that ride that Esau gave you, where you got to the point where you felt like, hey, I can make this entire journey with them niggas. I don't need them. Until you got put out on the side of the road. Damn, that's got to be a fucked up situation to be in, but hey, it is what it is.
Where we going? All we ask for as women is just give me a little roadmap.
No, we're not giving you a roadmap because you didn't require the white man to give you a roadmap or any guidance. As long as he was giving you snacks to keep your ass preoccupied, you took the snacks and, you know, whatever. So how the fuck dare you to get in the car with us and demand that we give you guidance and a roadmap? It's not gonna happen. Why? Because before we even thought about picking you up or whoever it was that did it, like I told you earlier, I'm not picking none of you up. You can walk for all I care. But whoever picked you up already had a predetermined destination before they decided to pick you up. And for you Negro bitches that somehow managed to get dropped off at a town somewhere when you was riding with Esau and got there, and all of a sudden you came into some opportunities that afforded you the ability to escape the codependency of Esau to the point where you can get your own car, make your own money, and this and that and the other. So now you really feel like, I don't need any of that shit now. I'm a high value woman. I'm a six-figure income earner. Okay? So you took to the roads, riding around everything, grinning and cheesing, but you were by yourself. All right? And so as you went across the journey of time, you started realizing, damn, this shit is lonely. I ain't even seen not damn hitchhiker out here. What the fuck's going on? Next thing you know, you look in your rearview mirror and you see headlights fast approaching. And you're like, damn, maybe it's somebody that know me. Maybe another woman like myself that's, you know, that is enjoying success like me. And as you keep looking in the rearview mirror, these headlights are getting bigger and bigger and bigger until next thing you know, the headlights disappear. And you look to your left, and guess what? It's the baby daddy of that child you aborted a few years back that got you started on your journey of independence, because you wanted to get away from Esau so bad that whenever they gave you the bag, took that money and started wisely investing it so that you can gain your freedom from Esau. But you forgot about old dude over there, the fact that you aborted his baby and had him arrested on some trumped up charges. Now he's on that same road all the way out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows where you are except him. He looks kind of pissed too. Next thing you know, boom, you get run off the road, lose control. And as soon as you come to, guess what? The last thing you see is the window on the driver's side crashing in right before you hear pop, 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 pop. over with. You thought you was on your way to the top, didn't you? What a damn situation to be in. But that's where you all find yourselves now. So the moral of the story is, because of your past history and your past deeds and the chaotic nature that's ever present in you, should someone decide to pull over and pick you up, whether they're, your own people or whoever, shut the fuck up and take whatever snacks they give you, if they give you anything. Keep your hands on your side of that car, keep your mouth shut, and be grateful that they don't take you somewhere and do some serious harm to you. If you get to the next town and they tell you to get out, count your blessings, because they could have took you somewhere and did, some unthinkable things to you. Because now you're in a situation, having relied on and depended on the white man for so long. When he kicked your ass out, anything goes down. Anything goes down. So now you seeing what it was like when they pulled up all those years ago and offered you a ride and told you you had to leave them out there. It's funny how the chickens come home to roost. Well, let's see how many opportunities you get to make it out of that desolate wilderness. Not many.